What's up, y'all? This is Brave, and I'm back with another review of Basketball Wives. This is season 12, episode 7, and the episode is titled, We're Done Talking. Let's go ahead and get right into this episode, y'all. We start off with Evelyn. Now, she is at her house giving her daughter, Shanice, the rundown on everything that happened between Jackie and her daughter. My whole thing about this is that Shanice is not on the show. Shanice never is, a part of the conversations that the ladies are even having. Why are you even talking to her about this? Like, girl, please move on. Like, I don't know if you're trying to, make your daughter be a mainstay on the show as well. But, baby, we don't need it, okay? Then we go over to Brittany. She's talking to her uncle. And she's going on and on about the situation with Jackie. And my whole thing about it is that, Brittany does not see that she is the one who got the shit started with Jackie. Like, she's like, I just feel so caught off guard. And I'm just like, how are you caught off guard when you are the one who involved yourself in that lady's family situation? Nobody invited you to that conversation but your damn self. Like, no offense, but Jackie don't owe you no explanations on what she do with her grown-ass daughter. Like, what are we talking about? Then we slide on over to Brandy. She's having a conversation with Jen, right? And basically, Brandy feels like Evelyn, she's basically been pretty distant towards her. And here's the thing, girl. Evelyn ain't your friend. Can we start there? Evelyn is not Brandy's friend. And now, Brandy, she wants to have a conversation with Evelyn because she feels like Evelyn is really the reason why her and Shani were beefing at that last dinner table, right? And here's the thing. She definitely started to pop because she's the one who wanted to point out the fact that you had your hands all in Shani's face. Like, girl, let's not act like she was in her face as if they were arguing or she was like cussing her out. Like, please be so serious. She was just talking with her hands in the moment. And at the end of the day, Brandy, what I need for you to realize is that Shani, she is always going to be Evelyn's number one, okay? She will always be that for Evelyn. The only time Evelyn had somebody else that was number one, that was season 1. Her and Jen was tight like glue. They was locked in. But really, it's because Jennifer knew her position. Jennifer knew that she would always come number 2 to Evelyn. And Evelyn was the number 1 spot. However, as this show has grown, I feel like Evelyn has always clung to Shani because Shani was the EP. Shani has the most money. Shani knows the most people. Okay? So if she want to get into certain rooms, it is better to know it's better to know Shani than anybody else on this show. She will always have Shani's back. Point blank, period. So, next thing you know, Ty shows up and Denise, right? First of all, why is Denise here? Because I just don't see it for that girl. But baby, Jackie show up and Jackie is in good spirits. Jackie is like, how is everybody doing? Like, she happy. At the end of the day, listen, Jackie is here to do her fucking job, okay? She is coming in to talk to the ladies. She's always genuinely nice to everybody unless somebody provokes her, right? Speaking of provoking, here comes Denise. Now, she on her confessional talking big shit, talking about she feels such a way because, how dare you come in here and you're happy with the way you treated your daughter, Chantel. Girl, and Chantel is not even in this fucking building right now. So, I'm not even understanding why you got all this heat. My issue with a lot of the girls on this show is that they take on other people's issues that ain't theirs. For example, Denise, Chantel, Brittany, all of y'all, honestly, were running in and out of Evelyn's ass crack over Jennifer, okay? Y'all don't even have a rapport with Jennifer. Y'all don't even really know Jennifer like that. But because y'all want to kiss Evelyn's ass so much, y'all just took her side on everything, right? Now we have this Chantel and Jackie situation. Ain't got shit to do with none of y'all. These issues are from way, way back in the day, okay? Ain't got nothing to do with y'all. But now you want to sit up here and pry into these people's family business? No, baby. It don't work like that. I will tell y'all this. I love Jackie's stance on this because she's not playing with these girls. Okay? So, what's crazy to me is that as Denise is going on her confessional, though, y'all, how she's saying how this is just pissing her off, that Jackie is so happy and all of this stuff. I'm just like, girl, we don't know nothing about you. And the fact that this is what you're choosing for your storyline to be is crazy to me. Like, we know you have a baby with Lonzo Ball, but that is all we got. That is all the information that we know about this girl. Like, girl, that's kind of sad. You ain't got shit going on for yourself. Nonetheless, basically the girls are here to get some IV drips, right? Because, you know, when you are in Vegas, number one, it's hot as hell out there. Unless it's like winter and like the temperature drops. But also on top of that, if you're doing a lot of drinking, a lot of partying, yeah, get the vitamins and get your liquids, your fluids back up, okay? So, baby, when I tell you we never got to the drip, I don't think we ever got to the drip. Because Jennifer, she says that she wants to check in on Brittany or whatever, because she had a conversation while, you know, Jackie and her daughter were going back and forth at some point. And she knows that she's triggered by the situation with her own mother, okay? Like, she can already see that Brittany, she kind of on her own path right now. But because Jennifer has lost her own mom, she has, like, this heart to be like, people should make up with their mothers, okay? Now, here comes Denise. Is anyone going to address the elephant in the room? Like, you know, the last dinner that we had in Vegas and how Jackie acted? So, Jackie is like, I didn't act any way towards my daughter, okay? At this point, Jackie has realized that she don't even need to apologize to Brittany, okay? Because everybody's like, are you going to apologize to Brittany? She said no. Because after 24 hours has passed, that's when I had time to reflect. I had time to think about what exactly went down. And I don't know that I don't owe that girl anything. If anything, she ought to put hands on Brittany because Brittany was starting shit. Like, Brittany got too involved in the family business. And honestly, again, I keep saying this. We don't know Jackie as a mother. We know Jackie as Doug Christie's wife. We know she is a basketball wife. We know she is a reality star. We know that she has 3 children. How she was as a mother growing up to the kids, I don't know. We've heard the children say, well, not all of them, because we've never heard the son speak up. We've heard her oldest daughter say that, you know, there was some colorism issues. You know, she always felt like Jackie treated Chantel a lot better than her and things like that. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. Do I believe her daughter? Yes. But honestly, I'm not sure if it was a colorism issue or more so who her baby father was issue. And what I mean by that is that sometimes you have women or men, because men do this as well, depending on who that parent is of that child, they will treat certain children differently. Now, I don't know the relationship that Jackie may have had with her ex-husband, because I think it was her ex-husband, or just, you know, whoever her oldest daughter's father is. I don't know what that relationship is like. But as messed up as this is, there are absolutely people who have a bad rapport with that parent, that other parent, and unfortunately, they take it out on the child. Okay? I'm not going to act like, you know, Jackie probably didn't, you know, cause some issues between the sisters or anything like that. But what I'm not about to sit up here and do is watch, number one, Chantel try to take her sister's story. And number two, I just can't take Chantel seriously when technically she needs her mama for this fucking check. Okay? Because all the things that Chantel is saying about her mom at this point, I'm just kind of like, well, which one is it? Because according to your sister, Jackie had her on a treadmill and all types of things, right? But here comes Chantel, and she's like, we were so afraid of my mother because, we had to be perfect. Is it that she wanted you to be perfect or that she wanted better for your ass? Because let's be completely honest, Chantel, it sounds like you've made quite a few bad decisions, considering you got baby mama, baby daddy issues with your first baby daddy. Number 2, remember you was over there trying to mess around with Orlando, but then you got passed around to his homeboy. So, girl, you was definitely out here living your best life making bad decisions, okay? But besides that, I feel like that girl is a spoiled fucking brat. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I cannot remember Jackie's oldest daughter's name. But I don't feel like she was treated the same as Chantel, okay? And what I mean by that is Chantel is Jackie's daughter, but she's also Doug's daughter, okay? And that tells me that girl was put in the best schools. She had the best opportunities. She was probably in the best programs, the best of the best, okay? So for her to sit up here and play like Jackie ain't never did shit for her is crazy to me. Even when she was like, yeah, because when I was little, I used to do child modeling. And I want my son to do that because my mom put me in child modeling, which means that your mother did want better for your ass. Okay? I don't think that Jackie was doing it for the check because she already had money. She was married to Doug at this point. Like, I am really trying to understand Chantel's gripe. I don't understand it at all. And she's not explaining the shit. And now I am not understanding why we have Denise and Brittany trying to take up for Chantel. And I'm just like, y'all don't even know if this shit is true or not. Whatever Chantel is saying, I get it. We're in this space of we need to believe whatever the children have said because the parents are always wrong. But y'all, I think Chantel just came upon this motherfucker to spite her mama because she just hate her. Like, this shit is weird. Now, we jump on over to Evelyn. She's meeting up with Brittany and Ming, right? And Brittany, she feels like she was disrespected. Jackie needs to apologize to her because she came for her hijab. And what was crazy to me, though, is that she's saying all of this and how she's so for her religion, right? But today, as in current time, 2025, and it's June, that girl says she ain't even Muslim no more. Like, girl, then why did you even become a Muslim? Was it behind a man? Because it don't seem like it was for the religion. Okay? We're going to go ahead and move on, though, because Chantel, she shows up. Y'all, I have never in my life seen somebody who wanted to link up with their mama enemies so bad. Ever in my life. This is some shit I have never seen. Okay? Now, this was strange to me, y'all, because Chantel says that her mom created some type of competition with her when it came to her father. Y'all, I'm sorry, but I think that Chantel has the shit twisted. Because she was the one who yelled to the top of her lungs that she was going to call her dad. She was going to call her father. And to me, when she did that to threaten Jackie, it was giving, I have pitted my parents against each other before. And because I'm a daddy's little girl, a lot of times I got my way. That's what it sounds like to me. So I'm going to call my daddy on you, and you're going to be in big trouble, mommy. Like, it sounds like you're a fucking 5-year-old. You're saying that your mama created the competition, but when you sat up there and you yelled to the top of your lungs, my biological father, what are you talking about? I'm his blood. You just married him. Y'all, she said that shit like Jackie was the step parent and her and Doug only been married for like 3 years. Girl, your parents have been married your entire life. Okay? I think Chantel is 31 years old. Your parents have been married for over 30 years. Are you fucking okay? Like, you do realize that your mama gonna come before you. Like, when shit gets real, your mother comes before you. Do you realize that? Because I'm sorry, that shit was weird to me. It was giving you're in competition with your mother, not the other way around. Because you are married at this point. If you're pissed off with your mama, take that shit up with your husband and let him be able to calm you down. Not your daddy. That was fucking weird, okay? Like, I completely understand if Jackie was to say, maybe I need to have a conversation with your dad. Because at this point, we're going to have a conversation of this. We're the parents, and we're conversing about how is it that our daughter is acting a fool and going into enemy territory voluntarily. You're doing it to be spiteful and to be like, Daddy, look what mommy's doing to me. That shit is not the same. Okay? Now, moving on from there, Chantel, she swears that she has been extending her mom grace. When? Where? Because we've yet to see it. You came up with a full list of boundaries, okay? Saying you don't want her to jump in. You don't want her to show up to your house. I think it's absolutely psychotic that you decide to show up on her job, okay? Your mother has been doing this job for 12 fucking seasons. She is the only one that has done every season of Basketball Wives LA, okay? What's crazy to me is that you have showed up to her job, okay? Your mother put you in position to put some money in your fucking pockets, okay? And for you to literally get on this show and act the ass is crazy. Then on top of that, you move into her apartment building, 2 floors down, or maybe a couple more. But you moved to her apartment building. Like, you're entering her friend group. You don't see how you are the plus one in all these situations? Baby, please. If I was Jackie, I would go to the producers and be like, listen, y'all know me. I'm a vet at this point. That girl, my daughter, as much as I love her, get her the fuck up off this show. Like, I get this baby for TV, but some shit ain't for TV. Get her the fuck up off this show. So, then she says that she doesn't want her mom around. She don't want her mom around her or the kids. And I'm just kind of like, if you don't want this woman around, then get away from her completely. Go ahead, move about that apartment, get up off of this show, and go move with your husband and skedaddle along. Because we do not care, okay? Now, back with the other group, they asked Jackie if she talked to Chantel. She said that she hasn't. She says, this is how it usually goes. She gives Chantel her space, and when Chantel come around, they can have a conversation. So Denise, she's like, well, I heard that she blocked you. Again, Denise, this is not your place. So Denise is trying to keep this thing going, and Jackie is not here for it. She don't care if Chantel is having conversations with the other ladies. However, this family stuff is completely off limits for her. Like, literally, she has to tell this girl, Denise, to mind your fucking business and stay up out my face. Like, when I tell you, Jackie has held so much restraint this season, it's crazy to watch. Because I'm like, is something going on with Jackie? Like, I promise, I'm not trying to speculate anything. But y'all know how sometimes people, they'll go through like a health scare or something. So the things that they used to do, they try to calm down on that shit. Like, they ain't trying to raise their blood pressure too much. They ain't trying to, get their levels up too much. That's what this is giving. And if we really want to be honest, it's giving. Jackie was trying to put her daughter in position so the Christy name continued, but she can get the fuck up off this show. Am I the only one who feels that way? But Chantel is fucking it up. Because now Chantel is deciding to go against her mother? Or am I crazy? Am I thinking too much into this? Maybe I am. Y'all, I did laugh when Jackie was walking out and she said that she would tear that girl a new asshole. Now, that shit was funny. But besides that, y'all, we see Brittany and Jennifer, they meet up. Now, Jennifer, she hopes that Brittany can figure out things with Brittany's mom because, again, she's coming from the perspective of having a loving mother. And since her mother's passed away, you know, she wants everybody to have a good relationship with their mama. Now, I can't lie, y'all. I need to know Brittany's mother's side of the story. I really do. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, Brittany, you literally had your mother watching your child for years while you went and chased dick. Like, are we all okay? Again, the girls love to try to rewrite the story. Like, be so for real. What did your mother do? Also, she swears that her mama took money from her. My question is, were you even paying your mama for watching your child? That's my real question. But besides that, Jackie comes up. And at this point, I think Jennifer has seen that Brittany is projecting her own issues with her mama on the Chantel and Jackie situation. So Jennifer's like, listen, can we possibly move forward? Brittany, she's like, no, because I could never co-sign a deadbeat mother. And I'm just like, wait. A deadbeat mother? Now that's what we're calling Jackie? Because again, fucking Chantel, she is the main one who came around saying how Jackie, she was never around and how, you know, she was chasing her dad around the city. Here is my thing. And I've said it before on my other reviews. When it comes to being a basketball wife, okay, there's a lot of expectations not only on the player, but also on the wife. There's a lot of events they have to go to. It's a lot of things that these people have to go to, okay? Especially when that player is in their prime, okay? On top of that, Jackie was not letting no bitch come take her man. So, if he was on the road, Jackie was on the road too. Okay? When you have kids that are in school, they're school-age kids, they cannot be in and out of school like that. So, of course, y'all stayed at the fucking house while your mama went around the city with your daddy. Now, was that always a thing? I don't think so. Probably not. I would not be surprised if Jackie stayed home sometimes. But I just feel like every woman on this show has done the same shit that Jackie did. Evelyn was chasing dick. She left Shanice at home. Remember? Jennifer told us that. I know for sure Shani was hitting all types of cities wherever Shaq was going. And we all know how many kids they got. Somebody was watching them. I don't think it was Shani. But I'm just saying, like, all these women have left these kids at some point when they were dating that athlete. So you got all the heat for your mama, but your daddy has a job that literally takes him away multiple nights a week. Do you have the same heat for your daddy? Do you have all that heat for him having a job that keeps him in and out of the house? Because you swear that your mama wasn't there, but neither was your daddy. I'm not understanding why Jackie is getting the title of a deadbeat when it sounds like she was there when she was supposed to be. Because here's my thing. And as crazy as y'all, we have all said Jackie's so crazy, Jackie's this, that, another, right? This makes me wonder, well, what type of person is Doug? Because I don't think that Doug will be with somebody that's so fucked up, Chantel. Because if that's the case, then he got some fucking problems as well that you're not speaking about. So what's wrong with Doug, Chantel? Because the way you speaking about Jackie is she the worst person in the world. But your dad, he loves her. Been with her for 30-something years. And I'm pretty sure that if he noticed some shit, he would have spoken up by now. He would have checked Jackie and been like, no, you can't do our kids like that. I'm pretty sure of that. But back to the story at hand, because I done went on a whole thing about Jackie and Doug. Back to Brittany. Like I said, I would not call Jackie a deadbeat mother. Then she ends up calling Jackie a demon. Here's my thing. Brittany, you was wrong. Even though you feel like you didn't do anything wrong. Listen, it's cool for you to defend Chantel, but at a certain point, you should have stopped the shit. You was calling Jackie all out her name, and you was doing a lot. You was doing all that hooping and hollering, and then you want to run scared because Jackie jumped over a fucking couch. Girl, please stop. So then we see how the fires in Southern California affected the cast of the show, okay? Of course, y'all know that I'm from LA, and these fires were probably the most intense fires that we have ever had in the city, for sure. Just to see, like, Pasadena, Altadena, the Pacific Palisades, there were fires in Hollywood, like, it was wild. I mean, the whole city smelled like smoke for weeks. Like, the air quality was so bad, and so many people lost everything. Like, it was crazy, okay? So, I will say this. I was kind of annoyed by the time we got to this segment of the show, because everyone's like telling their perspective, and honestly, I did not fucking care. I did not care about how they were like, oh my gosh, the air quality is just so bad, and you know, it's just, I'm just like, no. I don't need y'all to use footage of this situation as filler for this show. What else do y'all have going on? Oh, right, nothing. Got it. So, moving on from there, this is this part that really pissed me off. We see Evelyn. She is playing around in the fucking crystal store. The crystal store? Talking about she wants to give some crystals to the victims. These people have lost everything. Some people were only able to grab the clothes on their back. Okay? And you decided you're going to go to the crystal store? Are you okay? These people don't have clothes. They don't have water. They don't have shelter. And you want to give them crystals. How about this? I have a better idea. Instead of you wasting your money in there, how about you go to your warehouse where you store all of those 80s workout outfits, those unitards and those leotards that you got, that you try to sell people as workout attire? How about you go get that? And you can donate all of that shit to some victims, because they don't have workout clothes anymore. A lot of people lost their workout clothes. So how about you go donate that instead of wasting some money on some fucking crystals? Girl, be useful. I'm just so over Evelyn. So next thing you know, Brandy shows up and they talk about the fires briefly. And Brandy, she ends up asking if Evelyn has talked to the other lady. She's like, yeah, I kind of talked to Chantel a little bit. And she feels like if Chantel never talks to Jackie again, that would be what's best for her. Y'all, those were Evelyn's exact words. I didn't make that shit up. That's what she said. And I'm just like, you are a cold bitch. Because the fact that you can say that is crazy to me. Because I'm just like, y'all really think that she's that fucked up? Like, y'all really think that Jackie was basically doing harm, I guess, to her kids? Like, if that's the case, we needed to call CPS on her ass years ago, if all of this was going on. Like, you would have thought that, you know, Jackie left her kids in a crack house. The way they're making it sound. You would have thought that Jackie let multiple men in and out of her house. You would have thought she let, you know, horrible things happen to her kids. And I'm just like, y'all doing a lot. Y'all are doing way too much for me. Okay? So, after that, Brandy, she basically tells Evelyn that she feels like she put her in an awkward position when it came to Shawnee. Because, of course, Evelyn was like, you know, you were putting your hands all in her face and all of that stuff. And Evelyn was like, well, here's the thing. You do have a stank attitude, and your ass was out. And I'm just like, her ass was not out. And honestly, I just feel like some people, they don't like Brandy's energy. Do I think she have a stank attitude? No. But also, I just feel like she don't be with they bullshit sometimes. But Brandy, she's like, everybody kind of came at her. And then she calls out Evelyn for throwing a whole hissy fit because the ladies were going to attend the wedding. And Evelyn, she's like, well, you've been hanging on to Jennifer's titty. First of all, I said, wait, you're saying that she's hanging on to Jen's titty when you had minions? Okay, minions just going at Brandy for hours upon hours of the day? That's crazy. Also, why did she make that face after she said that Brandy was hanging on Jennifer's titties? The right one. But that face that she made was wild. I'm like, why are you doing that? Anyways, Brandy's like, I don't feel appreciated because, I took my time out to do something for your birthday. And Evelyn basically tells her, I can't find a fuck to give. So now they got beef. I said, Brandy, you should have known a long time ago. This girl was never your friend. We've told you multiple times. So then we see Denise and Brittany. They hanging out, playing with Denise's child. Brittany, where's yours? Shout out to Denise for letting Brittany and her son stay with her during the fires. They talk about Jackie being evil. And at this point, there's no coming back for Brittany and Jackie. It's over for sure. Jackie, Jennifer, and Brandy, they go work out together. We don't care about Brandy and Jason. We do not care if they get back together or not. Brandy, she questions if the ladies find her rude. And Jennifer was like, I don't think you're rude. I just think you're direct. And of course, she brings up the whole conversation that she had with Evelyn and how, Evelyn makes anything an issue if you don't agree with her. And Jackie's like, yeah, welcome to the party. Like, that's just how she is. So Jackie brings up this charity event that Evelyn is planning on having for the victims of these fires. And Brandy's like, listen, I have some things back home in Dallas. I want to get some stuff together. I'll be donating on my own. So Jackie's like, I think that I'm going to go ahead and try to go to this event because at the end of the day, it's to help people. It has nothing to do with like these ladies and their beefs, right? So I think it was Brandy trying to say that Jackie owes Brittany an apology, but baby, she ain't getting it. Jackie said she is not apologizing to that girl, and she ain't going nowhere for the drama, okay? Which means when they're at this event, everybody better be on their best behavior. So next thing you know, we see Evelyn. She's at home with her daughter, Shanice. I said, girl, you are really trying to push for your daughter to get on this show the way Jackie got Chantel. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Y'all, why is this Chantel and Shanice's first time meeting each other? Like, for some reason, I thought they met before, but I guess I'm wrong. Chantel, this is your second child. Your second child. Why did you show up with just a purse? Where's your diaper bag, baby? That child needs diapers. That baby should have some snacks. Where are his things? That right there told me all I needed to know about her as a mother. So Chantel, she gets up in there and they say hello and give hugs and all the things. Basically, she's there to help, pack up some care packages. And they go outside, right, to talk. So Chantel ends up questioning if her mom is coming to the event. And it's very clear, Chantel, she don't want to be around her mama. And Evelyn says, I was able to send an invite to everybody except for Jennifer. And here's the thing. Evelyn said something that really threw me off. She said that it will be hard for her to be friends with Jackie because she's becoming closer with Chantel. Y'all, can somebody please tell Evelyn she's not young anymore? Like, can somebody please tell her she is the old bitch at the club? Like, that phrase was very weird to me because I thought this whole thing was you trying to set up a friendship between Chantel and Shanice because they are closer in age. Why are you trying to become besties with Chantel? Why are you trying to get close to that girl? You're too old for this shit. That's weird. Like, am I the only one who feels like that's weird? Like, it doesn't make sense at all. Now, Chantel says that she's not coming to do the charity event. Honestly, I feel like she probably just don't want to do no charity work. That's what I really think. But whatever. So then we see Evelyn, Brittany, Denise, Ty, and Jackie. It's crazy because Jackie walked up, she said hello, I think to Evelyn and to Ty. She ain't saying nothing to them other hoes while they standing there with stank faces. What was weird to me is that they loaded up Evelyn's truck with stuff and then they ended up walking to a different area. And I'm like, wait, shouldn't y'all be unloading her truck and taking the donations in? What is this? Anyway, we learned that Evelyn has partnered with another group that is actually doing all of the work for this charity event. Evelyn's just trying to stick her name on it. And the ladies, they get to work, right? Okay, cool. We saw everybody participating. One thing I will say is that I feel like Ty and Jackie, I feel like they were really trying to help the people. You know what I mean? However, Brittany and Denise, I feel like I saw them try to stand around too much and have these random conversations. Like, I get they have to do that for the show, but they were trying to do it a little too much for my liking, okay? So then there's one guy who I think is like a coordinator or whatever, and he walks over, and there's this woman who was actually a victim of these fires. She walks up to Brittany and Denise. She's telling them her story about how her whole family lost their homes. Her, the mother, her sisters, it was like at least 4 or 5 houses lost in this wildfire, right? I feel like both of them did not really engage with her. And I'm like, sir, you walked that lady up to the wrong 2 people. I feel like Jackie would have had more to say. Number one, Jackie is older. And I feel like the older generation know how to talk to people versus the younger generation. That's number one. And I feel like Ty has more heart than the other 2. Like, she has more compassion. And these 2 just ain't got it. So, besides that, Jackie ends up talking to Ty. And she feels like, honestly, Denise is more of a problem than Brittany. Okay? And I feel like because she already know how Brittany reacts, she know how Brittany get down when she is in like a confrontation with somebody. Denise, she's a newbie. And this bitch don't know how to stop poking a bear. Okay? So, Jackie pretty much says that she has to leave, right? Now, the other ladies, they end up sitting down. And Ty was like, oh, Jackie, she had to leave or whatever. And here goes Evelyn. Oh, well, she only stayed for 30 minutes. And Ty, she kind of, in her confessional, is like, well, what do you want her to do? You asked her to come, and y'all are completely disconnected. Y'all kind of like giving her the silent treatment, treating her like shit. Who would stick around? Because y'all got weird energy. And I'm like, agreed, Ty. I completely agree with you. And what was annoying to me is how Brittany kept trying to crack jokes about how, Jackie's the villain and Jackie's this, that, another. And it's like, Brittany, please shut up, okay? So, Evelyn is like, Jackie has caused a lot of pain to her daughter's life. And Brittany, she's chiming in talking about she feels so violated because Jackie hopped over a couch. Y'all, when I tell you I'm so sick of Evelyn and Brittany can go. Oh my God. And take Chantel and Denise with you. Like, this was not the cash shakeup that we needed. I'm sorry, but the fact that they are really turning this around to be a Jackie versus her family, well, I wouldn't say the family, but Jackie versus Chantel, and the add-ons will be Denise, Brittany, and Evelyn, is stupid. It's so dumb and played and tired. Like, come on now. But, that was Basketball Wives. I can't believe I talked for as long as I did. Y'all, let me know what y'all thought about it. Whose side are y'all on in this situation? Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I will talk to y'all in my next review. Bye, guys.